Hey, what's up, guys? I just want to talk to you guys and let y'all know that I don't know what you guys have been through. I've been trapped in my own little bubble. I forgot how I used to feel when I was when I was down on my luck. When I was into all this bad stuff. I forgot how that felt. You know, and being down on your luck, you get depressed, and but I had supportive parents that helped me out, and of course, the main thing was that I had God, I had Jesus, that totally healed me when I had nowhere else to turn. Jesus totally healed me. I got down on my knees, I cried out to him. I was like, Jesus, please change me. I don't know how it's gonna happen, I don't know what you're gonna do, just do whatever you can to change me, Lord. And that's exactly what happened. Little by little I changed. And today I was talking to this lady, right? I was trying to try out the evangelizing thing, go up to people, and I went to this place, and yeah, like, she was telling me that all this crazy stuff, I was trapped in my bubble with like my family, and I forgot about everybody else's problems. Everybody has huge problems. It can be anything. It can be from you know drugs, alcohol, family problems. It can be things that affect you, and she was telling me that, like, she was a prostitute, and that she was addicted to cocaine and just a bunch of different things, and what was happening with her was her insecurity. She didn't believe who she was. She didn't know who she was. Like, she let people tell her who she is, and people would tell her, "You're just this and you're that," and and to the point she just gets mad. All right, you want me to be that? Then I'll be that. That's what happened to her. That's what probably happened to me too. That's probably what happens to a lot of people. You get so overwhelmed by all your problems, and all this happens. Well, when I was down on my low, you know, um, I didn't think that believing in God, was gonna do anything. I thought it was just like, man, I don't know how this is gonna happen. I don't know how it's gonna happen, until I literally just got start crying. I had to do what I had to do, and I balled up, and I had to, I told God, please change me. Please change me. I said it with all my heart. I was like, I don't want to be like this anymore. And that's exactly what happened. I started changing. My heart changed. That was the biggest thing. My heart changed. And I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know how you are mentally. I don't know what your past has affected you. I don't know what kind of family problems you have. But I'm telling you that Jesus Christ is the only one that can set you free from all those problems. He wants you to live for Him. I know it seems impossible. I know it seems that, man, it's going to church. It's already tried out church. Already nothing happened. The reason for that is because you start losing faith. The story that I'm gonna tell you right now is, Jesus was in the water. Peter and the disciples were in the boat. The wind was going crazy. The thunderstorms were roaring. The waves were going crazy. They felt like it was impossible. That they were, they just felt like, man, this is too crazy. Where's Jesus at? And then Jesus came up, and then he was like, Peter, come to me. Peter gets out of the boat. He starts walking on the water. Just walking on the water, man, and because he looks at Jesus, Jesus tells him, "Look at me. Don't pay attention to everything else. Just look at me." So that's what Peter started doing. He started walking on the water, man, until he realized he saw the wind and he saw everything, and then he fell in the water. That's how it is. No matter what you're going through, focus on Jesus. Focus on trying to obey Him. Focus on being faithful to Him. I know it's gonna be hard. I know it seems impossible, but trust me. And don't do it just like, oh, okay, 1 + 1 = 2. No, it has to come from your heart. You really want to have to change. You really gonna want to. It's got to be something emotional. God knows you. He knew you before you were born. He wants to see it from your heart. if you're going through something, have faith, have steps of faith. I didn't get to where I'm at without having to try. I gave up stuff. I gave up a lot of things. I gave up the beer. I gave up those other things. And I gave up everything. I gave up the girls. I gave up porn. I gave up everything. And it didn't happen over a day. It happened little by little by little. But when Kay would go, and it's funny because when you have one sin in your life, it leads to another, and then that one gets bigger, and that one gets bigger, and then eventually you're just back in the hole again. You have to give it all up eventually, and then you'll feel the true fulfillment of Christ, His love, His forgiveness, His grace, and it's pretty amazing because whoever's listening, I just want to let you know that God loves you. He wants you to turn to Him. There's two roads: the narrow road, the good life, and the bad life. Be like everybody else. Be a person of God, and one's gonna save you. That's Jesus Christ, and His life, His way might not be what you want, but it is what you need. And that's the truth, and you have to have faith. I know it seems impossible, but you gotta have faith. That's the only way. It's the only way. And no matter what anybody says, in the Lord's eyes, you are beautiful. You are a great person. Everybody has. If God could find the little good in my heart that I had at that moment and make it all good, then He can do it for you. And I have faith in that. So that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys stay blessed. Hope this message helped out somebody else. And just be faithful to the Lord, and He will provide. Maybe not with objects, but He will provide with fulfillment of life and living life more abundantly. So take care and stay blessed.